10 feet up, 54 by 90 feet, 15 feet from that free throw line to the orange rim, 20.75 feet from the three-point arc to the hoop, and about that hoop, it's 18 inches in diameter. The Kansas freshmen have been imagining this moment their entire lives. Yes, the court is the exact same size, but the stage, it's a bit bigger. And as the young Kansas freshman will tell you, fulfills a childhood dream.
It's just surreal, it's a goal that gets checked off off your off your childhood list. So it's a surreal moment, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and it's just a great feeling.
Yeah, it's great. It's just going out there together as a team. It's everybody's first experience, and I feel like we did a good job of just coming together as a team, sticking to the game plan, and it was a great win, and my first win in March Madness.
It was really crazy. Just to think, I've been watching all this, but all the preparation that goes behind it to come into the game and all that, I think it's really different.
It's just a great feeling. Like you said, kids dream of this moment. I'm finally get to living out, and you're living out your dream. You just want to keep the dream going by just keep winning and getting all the way to the end.
And yet the stage and dream can get bigger for the Kansas freshmen. As they win tomorrow against Auburn would mean a trip to the round of 16 and playing again in Kansas City. From Salt Lake City, Zach Fisher, KUJH Sports. Michael Gigliotti is an up-and-comer in the Royals minor league program. But when he's on the field, it's his late mother, Paula, that's in his heart.
There's not a day that goes by I don't think about her, what she's given me, what she's done for me, the sacrifices she made. She made a whole 180 on her life, and just to raise me, and doing this out here every day, like living the dream, it's like I try and just pay her back, the love, the hardship she went through for me. She can do all that, then I can bust my butt out here every day.
Michael's mother passed away in 2010, leaving older brother Anthony to fill her shoes. Michael credits Anthony for making him the man he is today.
I didn't really have a father growing up. My brother, when my mom passed, he 110% raised me, into the man I am today. He took on the business, the house, me. He could have said, I need help, someone else take it, my uncle, you name it. But he sacked up and he got everything together and took care of me. The relationship with my brother is, you can't beat that, you can't break that. He's my dude.
Zach, just like Julie said, I'm having a great weekend. I'm headed to the Chiefs game. You should be jealous.
I am very jealous, but you better bundle up because it's a night game Sunday night. That should be very interesting. Are you tailgating?
Oh, I'm tailgating, barbecuing. We're doing it all.
Okay, now I'm extremely jealous. That should be a good game against the Bengals. And there's a sunny weekend ahead. Will bode well for all KU sports. That is for sure. Coming up on KUJH, we take a look at KU women's soccer wrapping up their Big 12 play for this season. And plus, we break down KU's football matchup against Texas Tech this weekend. Stay with us. Welcome back. I'm Zach Fisher. KU volleyball was tearing it up for more than a month, winning 9 games in a row. That streak ended this Wednesday in Manhattan. The Jayhawks were not able to get it done on the road, losing 1 set to the Wildcats 3. The first set, the Jayhawks dropped 25-19. In the second set, K-State was up 21-18, and KU finished on a 7-2 run to go on and win it. The fourth set was the real heartbreaker for the Jayhawks here as they were up 24-22 and needed one more point to force a fifth set. K-State tied it up 25-25 and would go ahead to win the last 2 points. Don't be scared, though. The Jayhawks have been a different team through their 9-game winning streak. KU won an impressive 27 sets to their opponent's 8. Yeah, you heard that right. Against 8 different teams in 9 games, the Jayhawks only dropped 8 sets. And 4 out of 8 of those sets came to Big 12 foes in Oklahoma and West Virginia. And it was not an easy schedule for them to beat at all, as they also took on the 23rd-ranked Baylor Bears and the 4th-ranked Texas Longhorns. And comparing these games to the first 9 games of the season, you see a different Jayhawk team. And the winning streak, the Jayhawks averaged an astonishing 24.5 points per game compared to 22 in the first 9 games of the season. So KU looks to get back into the win column tomorrow at home against Iowa State. Go check the game out at 1 or catch it on ESPN+. It is that time of the week when my reporter hat comes off and it is replaced by a visor and a whistle. The Coaching Corner is back, and the topic is Kansas football. Texas Tech are the 18.5 favorites this week in Lawrence. The Jayhawks are huge underdogs, but I have 2 reasons why I believe KU will send the Red Raiders back to Lubbock with an L. First, Texas Tech is without their stud gunslinger in Alan Bowman. Their backup Jet Duffy is in his 2nd week starting for Bowman, and he's a run-dominant quarterback so far. KU will have the more experienced quarterback in Peyton Bender, and same for Carter Stanley. Second, our defense still leads the nation in takeaways per game. Typically, you would want to get all the pressure you can on a young quarterback, but since he can run, expect KU to have him drop back and pass this week. Use this as an example. Last week, Texas Tech played TCU. TCU sent a 3-man rush and gets the sack on Duffy because he has to sit back and throw. Later in that game, TCU sends a 5-man blitz and Duffy reads it perfectly, finds the gap for the 38-yard touchdown run. Ladies and gents, book it. KU football is about to have their first 3-win season since 2014 and end Texas Tech's 11-game win streak against the Jayhawks. KU soccer starts a tour of Texas this weekend, taking on the 17th-ranked Texas Longhorns tonight and the 13th-ranked Baylor Bears on Sunday. The 10-3-2 Jayhawks have a huge weekend in front of them after coming off a loss in their final home game of the season against Texas Tech. This weekend could push Kansas to the top of the Big 12, or it could push them down in the middle of the pack. They are currently sitting at 3rd in the conference. Even winning one of these 2 games would be huge for the Jayhawks. Some other sporting events that are taking place this week include the rowing team. They have their Jayhawk Jamboree on Sunday. And on Sunday as well, the women's golf team is in South Carolina through Tuesday for the Palmetto Intercollegiate. And men's and women's cross country have their Big 12 championship next Friday to wrap up their Big 12 races for the season. It should be a week chock full of rock chalk action that you won't want to miss.